The Alpha Sessions with Emma Joyce.
This is the Alpha Sessions, and I'm here with Evie Moran. Hello.
Hi.
How did your musical journey start for you?
Well, I've got quite a musical family, so I've always kind of been surrounded by music. Like my dad's been a professional musician for his whole life, and he's a teacher. My mum's a big music fan, so I always grew up like playing music, listening to music.
What kind of music did you listen to growing up?
Oh, literally everything. Stevie Wonder, Amy Winehouse, Duffy, James Morrison.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of different stuff. Yeah, so I think that's where I get, like, I still listen to kind of all sorts of music, and I think that's kind of reflected in what I do now, because I like to write in a lot of different styles as well.
And you play keyboards and guitar.
Yeah.
What came first?
Guitar. I'm okay at piano. I pretty much taught myself. I can do the basics, but I started guitar. I started classical guitar when I was in primary school, so I was about 7 or 8, I think. And then I kind of taught myself, like, not the classical side, the more popular kind of style of guitar. And then I was always in choirs and stuff like that, so I kind of always sang, really.
So when you write, do you write on guitar?
Yeah, mostly. I do a bit of piano writing, but I'm not as confident at that, because again, it's self-taught. So
yeah, of course. Wow, so amazing though that you could teach yourself. I think that's incredible.
I just do it off YouTube. Yeah, I think, again, because I grew up around, like, my dad playing piano and stuff, if you kind of watch other people doing it, you can kind of pick it up.
And then it sounds so easy.
Yeah, and then if you know a bit of the theory, you can kind of apply it, and it makes it a bit easier to learn.
What about influences? Who would you say your influences?
A lot of, like, acoustic music, so like Billy Martin, the Staves.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, I love the Staves, they're brilliant. Joni Mitchell, quite like Joni Mitchell. But then other stuff like Corinne Bailey Rae, I'm a massive fan of her. Yeah, stuff like that.
So who would you say was on your current playlist?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh God, so much. Honestly, I'm running out of storage on my phone because the amount of music I have saved. Off the top of my head, I've been getting a lot into Billie Eilish recently. Banks, I've been playing her album.
Oh, she's amazing.
I'm dying to see her live. She's so good. That kind of stuff at the moment. Get kind of like electric pop stuff.
Yeah. So like chilled electric pop.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Obviously we've all had a bit of a crazy year. You've had the opportunity to get involved in some live streams. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was interesting, actually. I remember right at the start of the first lockdown, everyone was doing them. It was like every single day people were doing stuff on their Instagrams and stuff, and I kind of held off a bit because I didn't want to just be like one more person kind of on the big pile of live streams. But then later in the summer I got asked to do a couple by like a promotion company, and I was really nervous about it. I didn't know how it was going to go, because
it is weird doing it for the first time.
It's so weird, because when you used to, like, I've been gigging a lot since I was like 14, and you used to kind of the setup, and I think the weirdest thing is no one claps for you at the end. So like you finish a song and it's just silence, and you're just sat there like,
so weird.
Thanks.
What's it like when the chat, is there a chat that goes off for you? Or?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing that's actually quite nice about it, because you can hear, like, obviously people clap and like talk to you afterwards, but you can hear people's comments and feedback like while you're playing.
Is it kind of like being heckled whilst you're on stage? Kind of.
I guess, but in like a nice kind of polite way that you can say thanks to afterwards. Yeah. But no, I've enjoyed doing them, actually.
So when things go back to normal, would the idea be that you did a bit of both, or?
I don't know. I think I definitely do more like kind of casual ones on my Instagram, because I did one on the day that Dream came out, and I really enjoyed it. That was really, really fun. But no, I definitely want to get back to proper gigging as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I'm like desperate now.
I want to get back to gigs.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your latest single, Dream. What's that about?
It's about a dream that I had. Yeah, I wrote it quite a while ago actually, but I still like really vividly remember the dream and like everything that was in it. And it's kind of boring dream. It's literally like the lyrics in the song. It was about like a room and people in a room, just two people in a room. But I don't know, just like the imagery in it. I just was writing a song and I just liked the kind of the images of it, and I worked it into the lyrics.
Do you dream a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
What was it that made you want to write about that specific dream?
I don't know. I can't really remember. I think it was just because I remembered it so clearly in my head, like, and I still do. So it's a very random dream. Like, yeah, I couldn't really explain it to. I don't really know why it like meant so much to me at the time, but yeah.
I think this could be real. Tell me how you feel. I had a dream last night. A vision soaked in light. Hand on my waist, the look on your face. I don't need to try. Let me be your thoughts, loving for a cause. I had a dream last night. A bedroom bathed in white, eyes meeting mine, a stutter in time. I don't need to try. Oh, trust in my heart, we won't fall apart. We never try. I choose when I cry, but I'm glad you asked me why. I know that I'll get by. Try to turn a blind eye. Eyes meeting mine, a stutter in time. We never tried. Trust in my heart,
The Alpha Sessions with Emma Joyce.
So you mentioned a couple of times, and a lot of artists have as well, spoken about obviously Bandcamp do this Bandcamp Friday, and also like Bandcamp are probably the most popular for artists in terms of giving you the largest percentage of the cut of your performance rights, of your recording rights, etc. Obviously, like at the moment, there's an ongoing thing with the government to change that, and some massive names have got behind it. I was just wondering, from your side, like as an independent artist, what more do you think can be done?
Oh God,
Big question. Sorry.
Yeah, massive question. It's so hard because I love Spotify. Like I love using it as a way to find new music. Like if I didn't use Spotify, I would not find like half the bands and artists that I listen to now. And it makes it really accessible for like independent artists to distribute their own stuff. But on the other side, it's just such a shame that they kind of don't respect the value of, you know, the art. And yeah, artists should be definitely getting paid more. In terms of what you can do about it, this is the hard thing, because you could say like, oh, boycott Spotify, don't use it. You know, you buy your music, buy vinyl. And I'm getting back into buying CDs, and now I found Bandcamp. I'm definitely using Bandcamp a lot more. But it's just Spotify just makes it so much easier. And it's so hard to say like, oh yeah, I'm just going to stop using Spotify or Apple Music or whatever it is that you use. So yeah, I don't know. It would be great if they started paying artists more, but somehow I can't see that happening in the near future. But I think, like I've thought about this a lot, and I'm going to keep using Spotify because it is a great tool to find new music. But then when I do find the artists that I really love, I will be buying the CDs, going to the gigs, trying to, you know, like support them financially.
So that's the way it should be done, really.
Yeah, like that's how the industry is going to keep going.
I feel like that links nicely to my next question, which is, what has been the biggest challenge for you as a musician over the last year?
Probably just not being able to gig, because I had a single come out, so All My Love, that came out last March, and it was like the week before lockdown or something. And obviously normally I'd be gigging to promote the single and getting the word out and whatever. So this is 2 singles now that I just haven't been able to gig. I mean, I've gigged All My Love because I used to play it at gigs before it came out, but since people have heard it, I haven't been able to play it anywhere. I mean, I'm lucky in that, you know, I'm not doing music as my like full-time job. Like I'm not relying on it for my income or anything like that, because I'm a student. So but you know, I know for a lot of musicians it's been an absolute nightmare of a year in terms of, you know, earning money. So I guess I'm lucky in that sense, in that, you know, I miss gigs just as because I love playing, not because I'm, you know, relying on that for money.
Obviously you released one track, like you said, just before the pandemic, and then another one during. Did you have to do anything different because of like pandemicness, apart from not gig?
I think we would have liked to kind of get it out a bit faster, because you know, it's been like a year. It was a year since my last single. I think we would have liked to kind of step up the pace a bit. But yeah, so I recorded at my dad's studio, but obviously because of the lockdown we couldn't get into the studio until summer. And then he was just swamped in work, so he's teacher, so it was crazy time for him. So because it's literally just me and him that work on the song.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's great. He honestly, I owe a lot to my dad. Like none of it would be possible without him. But yeah, work was just crazy for him, so he didn't really have the time to kind of to look at the song and start mixing and working on it until, you know, a few months after we'd actually recorded it. So that was tricky, but in the end, like I'm quite glad we spent as much time on it as we did, because it turned out perfectly. Like I'm so happy with the outcome, and it's because we spent so much time working on it.
Have you guys always worked together in that way?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it weird kind of having that professional relationship, but also like him being your dad?
Yeah, sort of. But again, so he's done like every job in the industry, so he's got great advice, knowledge, resources, stuff like that. So it's, you know, he's been brilliant for me. But he's a teacher as well, so he's taught me like a lot about music. And yeah, it can be a bit, because I essentially call him like my manager, but he's also like my producer, my engineer, everything. But I mean, yeah, it's great to have. I'm very lucky to have that kind of expertise on my side.
Talk to us about your next track, In My Mind. What's that about?
In my mind, it's kind of about, I mean, yeah, what the title says, stuff that goes on in my mind, and I kind of yeah, all of that. I had like a crazy year, as did everyone, but it's really made me reflect on my mental health and like how I deal with it, because I think in the past I always used to be very much the person who would not like bottle stuff up so much, but I just didn't think about it in that like on a very deep level, and I just kind of brushed things past me like, oh, you know, it is what it is. But now I'm quite a strong believer in like being really open about it and not being like removing the stigma behind talking about it. So I think that the song's kind of about my old attitude towards it, and about how I would like kind of just keep stuff in and collect thoughts to myself. So yeah, it's kind of interesting playing that now, because I have changed my like attitude towards it quite a lot now
since writing the song.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. So have you played it since, and how did it feel? Well, obviously you have, because you played it for us.
Yeah. That's the first time I've played. Oh no, I've done it on a couple of live streams actually. But yeah, not many people have heard it, because I think like in the last year I've done so much writing, so I've got loads of songs that just barely anyone's heard yet. So yeah, again, dying to get out and play them for people.
I can't wait for you to be able to.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Space in my mind with the words and the thoughts, all the dreams and the talks they're in here, in my mind. It's getting quite crowded in here, the past piling up to the ceiling, all over the floor. I never was too good at letting go of all the feelings I'll keep to myself. Didn't need any help, I'll be here, in my mind, in my mind. Faces that bring back the traces of a time that I'd rather forget, letting me know that wherever I go you'll be, in my mind, oh, in my mind.
The Alpha Sessions with Emma Joyce.
You've also had some great airplay from like BBC Introducing, amongst loads of others. Do you still get that kind of "ooh, I'm on the radio" excitement?
Oh yeah, every time. You
Do
get
you
the
get
little
like nervous?
email.
Do they tell you in advance? Or?
They normally put it on Twitter, so that's normally how I find out first, and then they send you an email saying like, you've been played.
Yeah.
But no, it's always exciting because it's just nice that they've kind of remembered and gone like, oh yeah, we'll play that tonight. Yeah,
Nice.
they've been massive supporters of me since I was like 15.
Amazing.
Which has been brilliant.
So nice. And I guess that kind of thing gives you the confidence to keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah. It is a good confidence boost because it kind of it's like, oh, people are noticing, people are like actually listening to what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask you about covers because you've covered quite a few artists, but you're really good at kind of putting your own twist on them. And I was just wondering, what was your process behind picking that particular track, or picking the particular track, and making it your own? Like, what is it that jumps out for you to do that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, again, I listen to all sorts of music. And I like listening to other people's covers of songs. So
Yeah.
like Billie Martin, I did a cover of her cover of a song called It's a Fine Day.
Yeah.
And she's really good at that. She kind of puts her own like folk spin on. So she covered like a Royal Blood song and made it like folky, which I thought was brilliant.
So cool, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really into that, other people doing that. And I do quite like doing that. And so I don't really know. I'm not sure what the process would be. I just kind of I listen to songs. Yeah, I've got like a playlist on Spotify that's I save like songs I want to cover in this playlist, and I just kind of come to them when I want to record something, learn it. But yeah, cool. I don't know, it just kind of comes naturally, like my own style just kind of takes shape.
What are you working on at the moment that you can tell us about?
At the moment, we are planning to get in the studio soon. It's a bit tricky at the moment because I'm at university,
sure.
And obviously my dad's in Liverpool. But hopefully now that the restrictions kind of easing up, I'm going to be able to travel back home a bit more.
You're uni in Manchester?
Yeah, I'm at Salford.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully getting in the studio soon. So I'm hoping to have something out by summer, probably.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been doing like some writing sessions and stuff with other people, trying to do like some more collaborations and things. So yeah, hopefully the future has got some exciting stuff happening.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask you about All My Love. We touched on it briefly. And obviously it was released about a year ago. But I just wanted to, I guess, ask you about like what the story was behind it and what made you write that song.
It's basically about like falling out of love with someone, but you can't really help it. Like it just kind of happens, and it's like a shame, but it is what it is. And that's essentially what the song is. It's like a song for that person to kind of say, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it.
Yeah. So if coronavirus wasn't a thing and you got a call tomorrow and you were told you could play anywhere in the world live, where would you play?
End of the Road Festival.
Nice.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me and my mum have been going for like the last 3 years and we absolutely love it.
I've never been, but I've always heard great things.
So. Oh, it's gorgeous, honestly. It's fab. And
if you could have anyone up on that stage with you?
Oh, that's so hard. Probably the Staves, actually. I think nice. I'd like being a little fourth member of the Staves.
Yeah. I was just thinking that, actually. They're from Watford, I think, which is just near where we live. So
okay.
Yeah, so kind of weird geographical connection.
Yeah, well, their dad's from near Liverpool as well, so they've got
cool.
Like, a Liverpool connection.
Nice. Okay, so you, the Staves, and if you guys had a rider for that gig, what would be on that rider? You and the Staves.
A lot of herbal tea, chamomile tea, honey for the voice, snacks. Good snacks. What's a good snack? I like chocolate. I'm a bit of a chocolate addict. Oh, I did this as an assignment in college once.
Did
We had to
you?
write a rider. I can't remember what I put on it now.
I love that that's an assignment. That was so funny.
I know, it was so fun. I loved college. That was like every week. It was just like, come and write a rider. Come and whatever. Yeah, I can't even think of anything else. Yeah, just good snacks. I think it's all you need.
Good snacks, herbal tea, and honey.
Yeah,
And chocolate.
And chocolate, always.
Cool. And obviously you said you're working on some more stuff. If people want to find out more about you and obviously follow your journey to that next release, where can they go? What can they do?
Yes, I'm on Instagram. That's where I post the most. It's at evie.moran. And then I've got Twitter, Facebook. I'm trying TikTok.
What's it like?
It's kind of weird. It's hit and miss. Like some videos I get loads of views on, some videos I get like 10. I don't really get. I kind of use it. I have like a private account and then like a music account as well. Yeah, Instagram's the main place, and then obviously you can follow me on Spotify and you'll get updates when I release stuff on there.
Excellent.
Oh, on Bandcamp.
Yeah, definitely Bandcamp. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and hopefully we'll be able to speak to you again soon.
Yes, hopefully. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh, my love is gone. Keep me hanging on. This isn't what I planned. Can you understand? I don't have the words to end or a place to land. How can I tell you everything feels wrong? And I'll try again to end this song. Words without meaning and need to belong. I'll try again.